talking like we used to do. It was always me and you, shaping up and shipping out. Check me in and check me out. Do you like walking in the rain? When you think of love, do you think of pain? You can tell me what you see, I will choose what I believe. Well, hold on, darling. This body is yours, this body is yours and mine. Well, hold on, my darling. This mess was yours, now your mess is mine. Walking round at 8 a.m. I got 2 hours before my flight. Luck be on my side tonight. You're the reason that I feel so strong, the reason that I'm hanging on. You know you gave me all the time. Well, did I give enough of mine? Hold on, darling. This body is yours, this body is yours and mine. Well, hold on, my darling. This mess was yours, now your mess is mine. Your mess is mine. Your mess is mine. Bring me to your house, tell me sorry for the mess. Hey, I don't mind. You're talking in your sleep, out of time. Well, you still make sense to me. Your mess is mine. Oh, your mess is mine. This body's yours and this body's mine. Your mess is mine. Your mess is mine.
Only fools rushing, but I can't help falling in love with you. Shall I stay? Would it be a sin if I can't help falling in love with you?
Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be.
Ladies and gentlemen, family and friends, we are gathered here to witness and celebrate the joining of Jonathan and Devin in marriage. With love and commitment, they have decided to live their lives together as husband and wife. Before we begin, Jonathan and Devin have asked that we take a moment of silence to remember those who are not with us today. Let us reflect upon the sweet memory of their lives, how they touched us all, and how deeply they are missed. Morris and Jenny Goldberg, John's aunts, Denise and Mary Lou, Jenny and James Hammond, Diana DiCrescenzo, Lee and Frank Gow, and mostly Devin's dad, Stephen Paul Gant. You can hold his hand if you want.
That would be nice.
Today is a celebration of love, of commitment, of friendship, of family, and of these two people who are in it forever. We don't have to have a ceremony to have a marriage. And when you think about it, the whole thing is kind of weird, right? We're standing on a stage, looking fancy, holding flowers, and being stared at by pretty much everyone who has meant anything to us in the past 30-something years. A marriage ceremony has been an important feature across nearly every culture, religion, generation, and society. We have thousands of important moments that happen throughout our lives, but this one is regarded as one so critical, we acknowledge its special stature by sharing it with others. Despite all of our differences, love is what we all share. It's the great unifier, our one universal truth that no matter who we are, where we come from, what we believe, we know this one thing: love is what we're doing right. That's why you both are standing here. That's why you are all here to watch them stand up here and we have all loved in our lifetimes. And in this moment, we're reminded that the ability to love is the very best part of our humanity. We're all here because we want these moments for you. We're here to hope for you, to support you, to be proud of you, and to remind you that love isn't happily ever after. Love is an experience in writing your story. It's not one moment, not even this moment. It's every moment. Big ones like saying I love you, moving in together, getting engaged, and mostly a million little ones that come in between the big moments. Falling asleep next to one another, making dinner together, spending holidays with your families, binge watching Netflix shows, getting a big hug when you come home from work. These everyday moments fuse together into one big experience. And even though this experience is so incredible, words fail us when we try to explain it. That's just the way it is with love. It's meant to be felt, not described. But trying to describe love is one of our favorite pastimes. We use the words we have to write our stories, our poems, and our songs about love. And even though we describe love in different ways, and even though love can look different from one person to the next, we all know it when we see it, and we see it here today. So today, we have some special words about what love is, coming from some very special people who love you the most. So I now welcome Janet Hammond and Joanne Goldberg to read a special message to their children. Oh, you can all sit. I didn't even know you were standing.
My vision is blocked.
Thank you.
Are we?
Yeah, you can watch them. Oh, you might want these, huh?
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Are you ready? Yeah.
Short. The Art of a Good Marriage by Wilford Arlen Peterson.
Happiness in marriage is not something that just happens. A good marriage must be created. In marriage, the little things are the big things.
It is never being too old to hold hands. It is remembering to say I love you at least once a day. It is never going to sleep angry.
It is at no time taking the other for granted. The courtship should not end with the honeymoon. It should continue through the years. It is having a mutual sense of values and common objectives. It is standing together facing the world.
It is forming a circle of love that gathers the whole family. It is doing things for each other, not in the attitude of duty or sacrifice, but in the spirit of joy. It is speaking words of appreciation and demonstrating gratitude in thoughtful ways.
It is not looking for perfection in each other. It is cultivating flexibility, patience, understanding, and a sense of humor. It is having the capacity to forgive and forget.
It is giving each other an atmosphere in which each can grow old. It is a common search for the good and the beautiful. It is establishing a relationship in which the independence is equal, dependence is mutual, and the obligation is reciprocal.
It is not only marrying the right person, sorry.
It is being the right person. Partner.
Sorry. I would do that.
Thanks, Mom. Love you. Great job. No, I said great job. No. Oh, yeah, she probably did say shut up.
You want you in between the flowers for good pictures.
Oh,
Okay, now you can hold hands.
Okay.
okay. Now we can.
okay.
Oh, no. Back.
Back to holding hands.
Okay, are you ready?
Ready.
Yeah.
You're gonna do this.
I'm gonna do this.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
I, Jonathan, ask you, Devin, to be my partner,
I, Jonathan, ask you, Devin, to be my partner,
my friend and my wife.
my friend and my wife.
As your husband, I promise to give you my deepest friendship and love,
As your husband, I promise to give you my deepest friendship and love,
not only when your moments are high, but also when they are low.
not only when your moments are high, but also when they are low.
It is my intention to be with you forever,
It is my intention to be with you forever,
establishing a life of love,
establishing a life of love,
honesty,
honesty,
respect,
respect,
and trust for each passing day of my life.
and trust for each passing day of my life.
I promise to always be faithful
I promise to always be faithful
and to cherish your love forever.
and to cherish your love forever.
You're sure? Yeah. Okay. I, Devin, ask you, Jonathan, to be my partner,
I, Devin, ask you, Jonathan, to be my partner,
my friend and my husband.
my friend and my husband.
As your wife, I promise to give you my deepest friendship and love,
As your wife, I promise to give you my deepest friendship and love,
not only when the moments are high, but
Not-
also when they are low.
not only when the moments are high, but also when they are low.
It is my intention to be with you forever,
It is my intention to be with you forever,
establishing a life of love,
establishing a life of love,
honesty,
honesty,
respect,
respect,
and trust
and
each
trust.
passing day of my life.
And trust each passing day of my life. Got a
I
little
promise
excited.
to always be faithful
I promise to always be faithful
and to cherish your love forever.
and to cherish your love forever.
Good job, baby.
We like to keep it light. You've both chosen to wear rings as a reminder of these promises. People often say wedding bands are a perfect circle with no beginning and no end. But these rings did have a beginning. The stones were formed a long time ago deep in the earth. Eventually, a series of lucky events caused them to rise to the surface where someone dug them up. Metal was liquefied in a furnace at 1,000 degrees, molded, cooled, and painstakingly polished. Something beautiful was made from these raw elements. Love is like that. It comes from humble beginnings, and through a combination of serendipity and effort, imperfect things shape into something extraordinary. It's a process of making something beautiful where there was once nothing at all. As you look at these rings over the years, I hope you remember that you've created something invaluable. And just as I know you'll protect these rings, I'm confident you'll protect the commitments that you have made here today.
Yes, the rings. Yeah. We couldn't bring the box out.
Take that ring and put it on her finger?
Should I take this one too?
No.
No.
And repeat after me. I
Hold
give you
on.
this ring as a symbol of my love for you.
I give you this ring as a symbol of my love for you.
Let it be a reminder that I'm always by your side
Let it be a reminder that I'm always by your side,
and that I will always be a faithful partner to you.
and I will always be a faithful partner to you.
I give you this ring as a symbol of my love to you.
I give you this ring as a symbol of my love to you.
Let it be a reminder that I will always be at your side
Let it be a reminder that I will always be at your side,
and that I will always be a faithful partner to you.
and I will always be a faithful partner to you.
May your marriage bring all the exquisite excitement a marriage should bring. May you need one another, but not out of weakness. May you want one another, but not out of lack. May you look for things to praise, often say, I love you, and take no notice of small faults. May you have happiness, and may you find the making of one another happy, a joy to you. May you have love, and may you find it loving one another. I wish you every blessing that may be coming your way from today and every day. May God watch over both of you and protect you and guide you. Now, by the power vested in me, I pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss your bride. Grab your flowers and face the crowd. It is now my great honor and privilege to introduce for the very first time Mr. and Mrs. Jonathan Gantberg.
Everything I say only seems so complicated. Every little fight is just another night wasted. Are we gonna lose? Is it gonna last? Worry about the future, worry about the past. Think we're gonna break before I get a chance to say this. Staring in your eyes, everything simplifies. Leave it all behind, everything simplifies. All we need is nothing more when everything simplifies. You and I need nothing more, everything simplifies. Stressing over this, stressing over that, we're falling. Like the whole world is banging on the door, calling. Are we gonna lose? Is it gonna last? Worry about the future, worry about the past. Filter out the noise, focus on my voice and falling. Staring in your eyes, everything simplifies. Leave it all behind, everything simplifies. All we need is nothing more when everything simplifies. You and I need nothing more, everything simplifies. Why must we complicate every breath we take? Why can't you see we'll be alright? Nothing disappears, even the pain we've been through. But all I need is here. Don't wanna live without you. All we need is nothing more when everything simplifies. You and I need nothing more,
welcome out to the Galloping Hill Golf Course for Devin and Jonathan's reception. How are we doing this evening? All right, there's 230 some odd of you. How are we doing this evening? All right, I hope you're all ready to have a good time. Let the energy flow. This is a fun dancing family. We have a great night ahead of us. My name's Brian. This is Brendan. We're ready to have this all started. But first, our bride's grandparents, where are they at? Lenore and Joseph, I'd like you to do a nice big wave. They're back here. And now direct your attention to the doors for the introduction of our bride's parents. How about a nice big round of applause for Gregory and Janet Hammond. Keep those hands going for Mike and Joanne Goldberg. Your bridal party this evening starting with Lisa Hodorovich and Joey Scrovani. Oh, Lisa and Joey are ready. Keep it going for Emily Macaluso and Ralph Scrovani. How about a nice round of applause for Allison Cosman and Drew Rustio. One of two of your maid of honor this evening, our bride's sister, J.C. Hammond, escorted by groomsman Eddie Patton. I told you were having fun tonight. Our bride's other sister, matron of honor, Elisa Freeze, escorted by Louis Mazzarella. And now at this time, I'd like to ask you all to please rise from your seats. Rise from your seats. I want a lot of energy, a lot of love. Clap those hands, make some noise, and direct all of your attention to the doors, where I'm proud to introduce you for the first time as husband and wife, the brand new Mr. and Mrs. Jonathan Gantberg!
I want something just like this.
All right, at this time, I'd like to ask everyone to please find your seats as Devin and Jonathan are going to dance their first dance to a beautiful song they've picked out. It says it all. This is Count on Me. Give them a nice big round of applause.
If you ever find yourself stuck in the middle of the sea, I'll sail the world to find you. If you ever find yourself lost in the dark and you can't see, I'll be the light to guide you. Find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Ooh, yeah, yeah. If you're tossing and you're turning and you just can't fall asleep, I'll sing a song beside you. And if you ever forget how much you really mean to me, every day I will remind you. Oh, find out what we're made of when we are called to.
How about a nice big round of applause for Devin and her dad, who have all the moves. All right, it's Jonathan's turn to escort his mom to the center of the dance floor. They picked a beautiful song by Michael Bublé. Once again, please make them feel at home.
Close your eyes, let me tell you all the reasons why. Think you're one of a kind. Here's to you, the one that always pulls us through. Always do what you gotta do. You're one of a kind. Thank God you're mine. You're an angel dressed in armor. You're the fear in every fight. You're my life and my safe harbor, where the sun sets every night. And if my love is blind, I don't wanna see the light. It's your beauty that betrays you. Your smile gives you away. 'Cause you're made of strength and mercy, and my soul is yours to save. I know this much is true. When my world was dark and blue, I know the only one who rescued me was you. Close your eyes, let me tell you all the reasons why. You're never gonna have to cry.
How about a nice big round of applause for Jonathan and his mom. Sisters, JC and Elisa. Your maid and mansion of honor, please give them a nice big round of applause.
If you don't know who we are, then you must not be that close to Devin, but we are her amazing sisters. I'm Elisa, I'm the matron of honor, but the word matron makes me feel old, and I don't like that at all, so.
I'm JC, I'm the maid of honor, and I'm still young and thriving.
Anyway, thank you all for coming. We are so excited to share this special night with all of our family, friends, and Devin and John's drunk college buddies. I see you tubas, whoever you may happen to be. There you go. So to start, I just want to say, Devin and John, we are really super happy for you.
Elisa and I had very different experiences with Devin while growing up. Devin was my amazing big sister.
And Devin was my awesome little sister.
As early as I can remember, Devin was braiding my hair for me, painting my nails. She even dressed up as a princess in her old prom dress for a Disney-themed party I was having, and took pictures with 15 random little girls. She's truly a queen for that.
And as early as I can remember, Devin and I were always together. I've known her for literally my whole life, and I've always treated her the way a little sister should be treated. Poking her eyes, knocking her out of her bassinet, and treating her like a baby doll. You know, normal big sister things.
Devin would always encourage my musical abilities. I can remember her singing the Hercules soundtrack in the bathroom with me, coming to all of my plays, and listening to my awesome saxophone skills.
Devin and I would do the same Broadway theater camps. Remember Surrey with the Fringe? Oh yeah, Mads, Color Guard, Choir. If you named a musical group in or out of high school, or any school, we were definitely a part of it. Mom would even have us sing to our relatives over the phone, and I'm sure Aunt Nancy and Grandma can still recall all of the songs that we've sung over the years.
As a big sister, Devin has taught me many valuable lessons. She taught me how to sass Mom without really getting in trouble, when to read the hidden cosmos in the bottom of her closet and not get caught, and she told me which stairs creaked when you snuck out.
I taught Devin many valuable lessons as her big sister. I taught her that when you carve someone else's name in a railing at the top of the stairs, make sure your timing is right, because otherwise you might get caught in a lie. Love you. I also taught her that when you want to have a boy over and your parents are gone, your sister should always cover for you. Clearly, that was a lesson that Devin didn't learn. Thanks, Dev.
The most important thing she taught me, though, was to see my worth. I wouldn't be who I am today without my sister. Elisa and I mentioned all the funny memories we shared, but I can also remember nights talking about relationships while cuddling in my bed until I fell asleep from crying. She mediated every stupid fight I had with our mom and always made sure we made up and hugged it out. She held my hand every time I got rejected, and whenever I needed her, she was there. And that's never changed. She never let me feel small or insecure. She's always made me feel beautiful, strong, and important. Even now, with me being hundreds of miles away, she still comforts my emotional self over the phone.
And the most important thing that she taught me was to always be there for each other. Devin and I have had some rocky roads to travel from childhood until now. And even through all those trials and triumphs, we have always been there for each other through everything. Our childhood could have been so different, but through our family and through our sisterhood, we managed to come out on top. You are always there when I need to vent, or when I need to share some happy news, just like you know that I will always be there for you when you need it. Devin has always, and I mean always, put everyone and everything before herself. So when she introduced us to John, we just kind of said, ugh, thank God, finally someone who's going to put her first.
John instantly fit in with our family. The first time he actually met one of the many branches of our extended family was at our grandma's birthday. If you enter this family, it's kind of an unspoken rule that you have to like games and drinking, and it was a good thing John was down to do both. He jumped right into a game of catchphrase with us and somehow wasn't totally uncomfortable and weirded out by the 30 people in the room yelling at him. I remember looking at Deb at this moment and just seeing her smile from ear to ear, and I could tell it was just different this time.
We were so happy that she felt that she could finally find her person, and we all love John. Devin has faced a long and hard road to get to where she is, and I wish it could have been a little easier for her, or for the both of us. But part of me is also glad that you experienced it the way that you did, or else you would have never met John.
Devin has loved us unconditionally and selflessly her whole life, so it's only fitting that through all of the hardship, she finally gets to spend the rest of it with someone who will do the same for her.
John, thank you so much for taking care of my sister when I can't be there for her. Thank you so much for being a ginger, because now I'm not the only one. I don't feel so alone at family gatherings when I have to sit in the shade.
John, thank you for pushing my sister to be the best version of herself. Thank you for sneaking me drinks at every family occasion, including this one. You're the man. I love you.
Everyone, let's raise our glasses to the happy couple. Congratulations. Cheers to Devin and John.
groomsmen Eddie and Louis. So, I'm not exactly sure when I first met John. He's a couple years older than me. Still a millennial. But he's a couple years older than me. I'm not sure if it was at a work tour or just some random hangout. But it wasn't long after that I was riding around in the trunk of his Saab. Or going to raves with him. Or asking, or begging rather, that when he was in my house he would take his shoes off. He would politely refuse. He's always been one to keep in touch with people. I'm sure a lot of you here, even hundreds of miles away, he's kept in touch with you. Or actually, in my case, when I was locked in my basement refusing to go out, he'd still push me, inviting me to this party or this bar. And in doing so, always reminded me that there was people still wishing I was around. Life wasn't always easy, wasn't always pleasant. There were a lot of downs to go with the ups. But, you're making me nervous. We've lost friends along the way. We, at times, lost each other. The progression from punk rock John to raver John to having those crazy house parties to closing out the Chester House, drinking $2 draft beers to now where we have our own houses, $10 drinks in Somerville, careers, significant others. We're surrounded by wonderful people and have happy, fulfilling lives. So I'm not sure when I first met John, but I remember the first time he brought Devin to dinner with us. And it wasn't long after that, actually on a whim, we invited him to stay the night with us in Wildwood, the both of them. This was actually very early in the relationship, and we weren't sure, but they surprisingly accepted. And we weren't quite sure if it was going to be a disaster or not. But it was actually very fun, very natural. She even got John to take his shoes off. I have pictures to prove it. And it was always like that with them. This bond they shared came easily to them. And that, I'm sure, is in part what made it so special between the two of them. This effortless connection upon which they built their lives together. Very grateful to have you both in my lives, and I love you very much. I love you, John.
I said it. That's more PDA than I give to my own wife, John. Oh, we're gonna hug now too. We're pushing it. Cheek to cheek. Cheers to the happy couple. Get it all in
All right. Hello, everyone. Hi. Hello. My name is Eddie. John, you look nervous. You worried what I'm going to say up here? I'm going to do what I want to do. Devin's nervous? As long as one of you is nervous. Don't worry, I've taken out all of the megabytes and binary coding from the speech to make it better for comprehension, for everybody. We want everyone to follow along. I've known John for right around 20 years. We went to high school together. He's one of my best friends. He is godfather to one of my daughters. He's just a stand-up guy, a real go-getter. I mean, the kind of guy you want to answer the door if the police show up. He's the one you send. Doesn't matter what anybody else says, you send John. More than once, that's right, Joey.
And I'd like to share a little bit about John and how quirky he really is and the many sides of John. And for those of you who know John, you know he loves to plan. He loves it. He schedules his teeth cleanings 2 years out. What his birthday dinner will be for the next 5 years. I mean, John, don't forget, you got that colonoscopy. April 26, 2022. You know, he just likes to plan, you know, detail-oriented, right? So, he loves it so much. I have an email with the itinerary for the wedding. Okay, not so bad. I have a group text confirming and reminding specific times. Okay, could be worse. Then I have, you know, here in my pocket, a printed copy of the itinerary, hand-delivered. I get it, John. Pictures at 1, wedding at 5, drink. I got it. It's not that hard. Not that hard at all. Then there's Punk Rock John. Punk Rock John rocking Genco jeans, jean jackets, meticulously measuring his spikes to make sure they are equidistant to each other and also equal in height. And again, always planning his 6-disc CD changer in the car. Can't go anywhere until he knows what's in there. John, we're late. Doesn't matter. What CDs are in the car? Is this what I want to listen to? Listening to bands like Bad Religion? Good stuff. Punk rock, yeah. Inner lodgings. Automatons with business suits clinging black boxes, sequestering blueprints of their daily life. How is that 9 to 5? How is that? How's that going? Did you get your suits? Did you get your suits from the dry cleaner? Do you even pick them up? Or is that too mundane of a task for the BMW? The BMW can't get the suits. Interestingly enough, a study from Berkeley University in 2013 said that BMW drivers are the worst drivers on the road. That's not true. That's not true at all. And then there's relationship John. And despite planning for every little thing and measuring every single step, he found himself trapped in all those love songs he never knew the meaning of. John never planned on meeting someone so right, who was just got him for who he was, who lit up him and his heart, letting his heart grow 3 sizes that day. And met someone who appreciates John and all his quirks and really respects his need for planning. John never planned on falling in love and meeting someone as wonderful as you, Devin. Both of you seem to have life figured out with your own careers, places, friends, routines, but still you knew there was more. You both went through your own gauntlets of disastrous dates, horrible dinners, bad relationships to get to that special day the two of you met for drinks. 6 friends' weddings later, trips to North Carolina, Vermont, Colorado, even Nice. They found love, laughter, and a surprising connection to dorkiness. Yet in wise old Ravenclaw, if you have a ready mind, where those have wit and learning will always find their kind. And the sorting hat sorted you correctly, touching on what makes both of you so wonderful for each other. And I know I speak for the entire A-team when I say that we love John unconditionally, and for all of your quirks and your character. We are so profoundly happy that you, Devin, love him for the same as well. Devin has loved John entirely and unconditionally since they fell in love, never working to change or edit him. And for that and so much more, we also love you, Devin. Congrats to the beautiful wedding and a lifetime of happiness. And, you know, I had a whole presentation planned. I had PowerPoint, I had flip charts, but it was a little too expensive. I want to need everyone's help right now. We need, in classic form, we need to do, as the A-team does, an A-team toast to the happy couple. We say A as loud as we can for the happy couple. 1, 2, 3. Love you guys.
How about a nice big round of applause for all those very heartfelt throws? Thank you for those toasts, everyone. Your first course is on the table.
We hope you all enjoyed your dinner. This time we're going to have a special anniversary dance. So I'd like to invite all married couples out to the dance floor. Once again, all married couples, even if it's only been a few hours. 3, 4. All right, we're getting there. That'll add up quick. 1 year, there we go. Please join us on the dance floor. Someday, when I'm awfully low, when the world is cold, I will feel a glow just thinking of you in the way you look tonight. Yes, you're lovely with your smile so. All right, so listen carefully. And your cheeks so we're gonna count up the years. You don't have to leave the dance floor. We're just gonna ask you to go to the side. So if you've been married less than 5 hours, hopefully that's only one couple. 5 hours or less, please join us on the side of the dance floor. 11 months or less. Can I give you enough leeway? Oh, I got one. All right, 5 years or less, please join us to the side of the dance floor. You don't have to sit. Just dance near the, ooh, you got a lot on that one. Touches my foolish heart. 10 years or less. Keep that breathless charm. 15 years or less. Won't you please arrange it? 'Cause I love you. Should I have said 11 and a half? Just the way you look tonight. 20 years or less. I want a nice round of applause for this number. 25 years together. 30 years. And that love. 35. That wrinkles your nose. We're getting there. 40 years. Watch me. 45 years. Don't you ever change. Oh, we still got some. 50 years. You can give them a nice big round of applause. 36 over here. How many? 50. 46. And how many years are you two? 60 years! By the way, Lenore's 80th birthday was 2 days ago. We wish Devin and John many happy years together. You can join them on the dance floor. Please join them back on the dance floor.
This is that ice cold Michelle fight for that white gold. This one for them hood girls, them good girls, straight masterpieces. Stylin', wildin', living it up in the city. Got Chuck's on with Saint Laurent. Gotta kiss myself, I'm so pretty. I'm too hot. Call the police and the fireman. I'm too hot. Make a dragon wanna retire, man. I'm too hot. you hallelujah. Girls hit you hallelujah. Girls hit you hallelujah. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Saturday night and we in the spot. Don't believe me, just watch. Come on. Don't believe me, just watch. 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 Hey, 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 oh! Stop. Wait a minute. Fill my cup, put some nigga in it. Take a sip, sign the check. Julio, get the stretch. Right to Harlem, Hollywood, Jackson, Mississippi. If we show up, we gon' show out. Smoother than a fresh drop skipping. I'm too hot. Call the police and the fireman. I'm too hot. Make a dragon wanna retire, man. I'm too hot. Bitch, say my name, you know who I am. I'm too hot. And my band bought that money. Break it down. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Saturday night and we in the spot. Don't believe me, just watch. Come on. Don't believe me, just watch. 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 Hey, 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 oh! Before we leave, let me tell y'all a little something. Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. I said uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Come on, dance, jump on it. If you sexed and flown it. If you freaked and own it. Don't brag about it, come show me. Come on, dance, jump on it. If you sexed and flown it. Well, it's Saturday night and we in the spot. Don't believe it, just watch. Come on. Don't believe me, just watch. 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 Hey, 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 oh! I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric wavy when I turn it on. Off from my city, off from my home. We're flying up, no ceiling when we in our zone. I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off of it, moving so phenomenally. You're more like the way we rock it, so don't stop. And under the lights, when everything goes, nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move, well, you already know. So just imagine. Nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Feel good, good creeping up on you. So just dance, dance, dance. Come on. All those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. And ain't nobody leaving soon, so keep dancing. I can't stop the feeling. So just dance, dance, dance. I can't stop the feeling. So just dance, dance, something magical. It's in the air, it's in my blood, it's rushing on. I don't need no reason, don't need control. I fly so high, no ceiling when I'm in my zone. Cause I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off of it, moving so phenomenally. You're more like the way we rock it, so don't stop. Under the lights when everything goes, nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move, well, you already know. So just imagine. Nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Feel a good, good creeping up on you. So just dance, dance, dance. Come on. All those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. And ain't nobody leaving soon, so keep dancing. I can't stop the feeling. So just dance, dance, dance. So just dance, dance, dance. So just dance, dance, dance. I can't stop the feeling, yeah. So keep dancing. Oh, yeah, yeah. I can't stop the. 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 Nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Feel a good, good creeping up on you, so just dance, dance, dance. Stop all those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. And ain't nobody leaving soon, so keep dancing. Everybody sing. Feeling.